everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 135, boys and girls. It is a Tuesday morning, which means Monday Night Football, boys and girls. That's right. The Detroit Lions took on the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. Holy shit. 22-23 victory for the Green Bay Packers. Now, listen, boys and girls, I know what you want me to say. I know what the main point of talk is going to be. But let's lay this out right now. Okay. That first half by the Lions was absolutely impressive. Firing on all cylinders, but unfortunately, how many red zone opportunities did you miss on? How many field goals did you actually just take in instead of, maybe going in for it? There's one factor. Second half for the Lions. Complete shambles. Yes. Green Bay showed up in the second half relative to the first half, which was an utter disaster, relatively speaking, right, for Green Bay. And when you have Green Bay just kind of meh in that first half, they come out guns a-blazing in the second half. You figure, okay, cool, like, Rodgers might get at this shit, who the hell knows. But you also have the fact that the Packers are also trying to shoot themselves in the foot multiple times, which comes in the form of nobody trying to catch the fucking ball. I mean, holy fuck, Packers players. What the fuck are you doing? Can't fucking catch. And so all of that included, right? I'm not even talking about the officiating right now. All of that included, right? Now you sprinkle lots of referee bullshit. Now you sprinkle on the absolute horrendous nightmare that is the NFL officiating. Unfucking believable. Okay? Some of those fucking phantom calls, some of those fucking passer interference, some of those goddamn roughing calls, I don't understand it. I don't. And listen, I'm not saying the referees fuck the Lions, but they kind of fuck the Lions, which I am now saying. But also the reality is, right? The perception right now is, yes, the referees played a major part into the inevitable downfall of the Detroit Lions on Monday Night Football. But you notice what I said here. Keyword, inevitable. Inevitable. Because the Lions lost that game in the second half. They absolutely lost it in that second half. Listen, you had an interception in that second half and so many opportunities to kill this game, but you didn't. You just didn't. And you know what? To further that point, it's not the officiating that's fucking the Lions. It's the officiating that's fucking football. Okay? As of the first 6 weeks of the NFL season, we have seen blatant referee decisions that are just horrendous, to say the least. These are individuals who are paid handsomely to bring fair and just calls into a game that is at high speed at all times. And I get it. There will be some errors. I get that shit, because at the end of the day, these are human beings trying to do a job, trying to the best of their abilities to decide the ruling on a field, or if there's any kind of egregious error or penalties or whatever have you. Simultaneously, it feels like you got a bunch of fucking rookies out there, not knowing what their fucking job is. Not knowing that, hey, sometimes you just let the game go, right? And little pinches, right? Shit like that, it's just unbelievable. Now, listen, boys and girls. All of you motherfuckers probably have some specific, detailed example as to why the referee fucked the Lions. Quite frankly, I'm not here to do that, right? I'm here to tell you right now, the entire refereeing in the NFL is garbage. It's fucking terrible all around. Not just for the Lions, not just for the Packers, all 32 NFL teams. The refereeing has been atrocious. They have been marred by mistakes, by bad calls, by phantom calls, by looking too much into the nitty-gritty detail of momentary emotional surges, right? And it just feels like, yeah, Detroit, the perception is Detroit got fucked by the referees twice. Reality is, with the mix of the game and the flow of the game working against them, the Lions got their asses kicked in the worst way possible in the last 2 games, right? I'm not saying it's 100% the referees. I'm not. Because that's silly to say. That is absolutely silly to say. Like the whole Pittsburgh-Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl, whenever I mention that, I always do say, like, the refereeing was egregious and terrible because they flat out admitted they fucked up real bad. Like, everybody within that, or, you know, that part of the fucking refereeing committee, they fucking admitted flat out, we fucked up. This was terrible. Okay? And again, yeah, and you know, it's not 100% the reason why the Seattle Seahawks lost in that Super Bowl. There's a lot of things. But the officiating is a scapegoat, right? It's always the fucking first thing that gets, you know, pointed at. Because it's easy. It's easy to point out the humans that are, you know, based on perception, you know, giving an advantage to one team instead of the other. But again, they can be terrible, but again, they're just human beings trying to do their jobs, right? But simultaneously, right? I mean, you know, aside from the fact that I'm saying all this shit, I just want the officiating to get better. Like, find some new help or something. What the fuck is going on here, right? What the fuck is going on here? This has just been an absolute fucking nightmare to watch if you're an NFL fan. Every fucking refereeing bullshit in the first 6 weeks. Some say it's kind of ruining the game. I say it's more indicative of the fact that the NFL doesn't really give a shit. That they don't really care how bad the officiating are, as long as the fucking money keeps coming in. That's the reality, right? That's the reality of a lot of these sports. I mean, come on, man. You think the NFL has any fucking heart? No. They're all about the bottom dollars. They're all about the fucking money. Just like the whore of Akron, LeBron James. You knew I was going to talk about this. You fucking knew I was going to talk about this today. Wearing the LA hat, yeah. So, LeBron James comes out in the media right before the preseason game against the Golden State Warriors last night and was asked about the Daryl Morey comment. Because, of course, he's LeBron James. His political astuteness is something that we always wait. We await every day. So a reporter asks LeBron James his thoughts on the Daryl Morey Twitter account, tweet, whatever. And LeBron James says, Daryl Morey made an uneducated statement. And it affected not only the league, but LeBron James himself, spiritually. Daryl Morey didn't understand the way it was going to affect the NBA. LeBron James, you are a fucking moron! You fucking idiot! Holy fucking shit! You wear my team's fucking jersey, you dumb fuck! Learn to read a fucking book once in a fucking while! Oh, I don't know! Maybe, guys, LeBron James, being a high school graduate, right? And an athlete since, like, I don't fucking know how old. Maybe his political opinions aren't all that formulated. They're not all that fucking well thought out. Maybe it's all reactionary bullshit like the fucking idiots, Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich, spouting nonsense. Oh, Trump is shit. Well, guys, what do you think about the, terrible anti-human, human rights violation in China? And the protest that's going on in Hong Kong? The NBA is so full of fucking bullshit and hypocrisy, and I will say this right now. Just shut up and dribble. Just shut the fuck up and dribble. Holy fucking shit. LeBron James, like, really? You're gonna go on an interview with your uneducated ass, literally your uneducated ass, right? And thinking, oh, I'm so fucking mad. Okay, guys, I gotta collect my thoughts here, because this shit got me so fucking riled up yesterday. I was absolutely livid when I saw this shit. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. A high school graduate in LeBron James, along with this posse of woke motherfuckers in the NBA, Greg Popovich, Steve Kerr. Oh, Donald Trump is an evil man. Oh, he's wrong for everything. And Daryl Morey tweets about China and their oppression of Hong Kong, and the potential human rights violation that China always kind of exhibits there, right? And I know I'm not fucking an expert in Chinese legal system here. I'm not, okay? But what I am is a observer of history and how things have panned out for China in these last few years. And so when you got a bunch of these fucking woke motherfuckers who don't do any fucking research, nor read into any goddamn, facts, they just get emotional. They get riled up. And so LeBron James going on about Daryl Morey being uneducated, that it hurt him spiritually, is one of the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. LeBron James, you truly are the whore of Akron. I mean, holy fuck. You fucking moronic moron. Moronic moron. There's no other way to fucking say this. You think just because you're a smart basketball player on the court, that can translate to actual high intelligence when you're analyzing socioeconomic and global politics and political issues? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You goddamn dipshit. Just shut your fucking mouth. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm a fucking idiot. I have no fucking place in this world to dissect the complexity and the fucking long history and cultural relationship between Hong Kong and China. I have no fucking right, by any means, to be an expert in this field. But you, because you're a fucking billionaire, you are basically a billionaire, bitch. All right? You're a billionaire, bitch. And because your fucking pockets are so deep in China, you're trying to silence and pretty much shame Daryl Morey for him sticking with democracy, you piece of shit. And you berate the president on top of that, along with your little fucking posse of NBA bitches. You fuckers are unbearable. You know what's annoying too? I love LeBron James, a player. I think him as a player is fantastic. I mean, the way he moves on the court, the way he, opens space up, finds another player to get the play going. It's fantastic to watch him actually play. But when you hear him talk, it's like, all right, retard, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth, please. You don't know what the fuck you're saying. You sound like an uneducated moron from Akron, which you basically are at this point, from your political astuteness. And all the bronzexuals, all the fucking bronzexuals and the NBA apologists. Oh, Adam Silver and LeBron James is nothing to apologize about. It's Daryl Morey who's wrong. You dumb fucking morons. I'm so over this shit. I'm so over this shit right now. I just want the basketball season to start and not talk about politics. Because this kind of bullshit is what irritates me about sports. Leave the politics out of it. All right, LeBron, you want to be more than an athlete? Well, shit, educate yourself first before you become more than an athlete. Because quite frankly, you don't know shit. You sound like a fucking moron. You really do. Just shut up and dribble. Holy fuck. There are other cuntbags out there who will analyze the relationship between China and Hong Kong, right? Just shut the fuck up, LeBron. Just shut your fucking mouth. And you know what? I'm a guy who doesn't like Enes Kanter. Okay, I do not like him as a player. I think he's absolutely annoying. I find him revolting at times on the court. And quite frankly, I don't really like his game. I don't. Like, I admit to that. And now he's in the Boston Celtics, which makes it all that worse. All the worse. But guess what? Enes Kanter tweets out something yesterday. Probably the most eye-opening, beautiful thing I've seen in a while. And he really opens up some perspective and gives some context as to what he is and who he is. Now, here's the thing, boys and girls. Enes Kanter is from Turkey. His family and himself has been harassed by the government for numbers of years. Numbers of years. His family is harassed, tortured within that sense. Not literally tortured. I mean, that'd be fucking terrible, but would still drive the point even more. Right? Enes Kanter lays all this out, enlightens us all, and tells us freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free. It's not. It's not. It's not freely given. We are lucky enough to be living in a country where our forefathers, our men and women in arms, have sacrificed so much for us to have us where we are today. Free, living life to the fullest in this great country. And then we got to hear shit from guys like LeBron James, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, millionaires who don't know shit and just spout nonsense. LeBron James, you uneducated fuck, just shut the fuck up. Just shut your fucking mouth and just play ball. Because guess what? The Lakers played ball yesterday, and they did well. I thought they did well. Beating the Warriors in a preseason game. Yeah, it's preseason. It is preseason. I know that. Simultaneously, I liked what I saw in some of the players yesterday. Zach Norvell Jr. Believe he was a free agent that the Lakers signed after the draft. And from Gonzaga, first year, and boy, oh boy. You know, call it the Warriors rookies or bench being crap. But Zach Norvell balled out last night. I mean, fantastic. There's a crossover he did yesterday. Just gorgeous. Just put the fucking Warriors player on skates and R.I.P. R.I.P. to that guy. Because holy fuck, that crossover was legit. Like, it was legitimately beautiful. And you have these fucking nerds and apologists saying, this not a crossover, he just had a misstep. That's what a fucking crossover is. What the fuck? I swear to God, man. We live in a world right now where everybody wants to fucking discount everything and just not be truthful about things. And guys, I'm all about honesty here. I'm all about, you know, being real. And I have been on this channel berating Dwight Howard for quite some time. I still do. Right? And at times, I still get frustrated because of the history he's had with the Lakers, because of the history he's had with this league. But honestly, what I saw yesterday in the preseason, encouraging, very encouraging. 12 points, 13 rebounds, at least 7 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. What a night for Dwight Howard. Hopefully, this is a sentiment I've said before, hopefully Dwight can keep this up. Dwight can come off the bench or even at a starting role, provide the Lakers the firepower on the center position. And hopefully that can translate to some wins. I mean, shit, Dwight, like that's... All I want from Dwight Howard is a devoted mentality to winning the game and not having the bullshit just come in between. Like, dude, I know how good you are. Like, I've seen you. We've seen you grow through this, grow in this league. We've seen you become what you've become. There might be a down period, yes, but come on, man. You're part of the team now. I don't want you to fucking fail. I want you to ball out and do well. And shit, yesterday was encouraging. Of course, you have JaVale McGee, coming off as the other center, just dominating. And so, sincerely hoping that the Lakers get their shit together, despite the off-the-court bullshit. Seriously, why do my two LA teams piss me off the most? What? Why is it my two LA teams want to piss on me and piss me off the most? The Dodgers are bringing back Dave Roberts. They're bringing back Andrew Friedman, president of baseball operations. And they're pretty much kicking Rick Honeycutt out the fucking door. They're kicking him out the door. A man who's been with their organization for 14 years. The pitching coach who has created legends. I'm so fucking done, dude. Like I'm just emotionally drained from the Dodgers. I really am. The way they fucked me and the Dodgers fan base last week to what they're continually doing, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, he got 7 NL West titles. He had 2 World Series appearances. None of that shit meant anything. None of it meant anything. Because guess what? At the end of the day, as much as we talk about the complexity of what sports can bring and how much moving pieces and variables there are, it's very simple, boys and girls. You win or lose. You win or lose. And you know what? I think the Dodgers are going to continue to lose. I don't think we're going to win a World Series next year. I don't think we're going to win a World Series a year after. I think not until Friedman and Roberts leaves, we're not winning a World Series. We're just not. I have no faith in this team anymore. I don't. I'm just going to watch. If I have an opportunity to go to spring training, I will. Because it's my Dodgers. At the end of the day, I still love my Dodgers. I do. But to expect anything good from this team, I give up. I do. I give up. There's no more optimism. The touch of reality has brought cynicism, pessimism, and just nihilism. I have nothing positive with the Dodgers anymore. I'll go to games. I'll see the players play because I love this team, but its future is bleak. So on that morbid note, boys and girls, let's go ahead and head out. Follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content from me and the puppies. Now fuck off.